Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say a fan fave is headed back to Los Angeles. And fans have been counting down the days until Jack Wagner's iconic return as Nick Marone. Nick has popped up on the CBS soap periodically over the years. But B&B spoilers say this time he will be around for a while and involved in a juicy storyline. Last month news broke that Jack Wagner had been filming scenes again as Brooke Logan's Catherine Kelly Lang. Ex-Nick Marone, the character hasn't been spotted on the CBS soap since 2022. And that was a brief episode. Brooke Logan isn't the only one of Nick Marone's exes still on The Bold and the Beautiful though. He was also romantically involved with her rival Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig. Currently on The Bold and the Beautiful, Brooke is single and ready to mingle. The Brooke's bedroom model was dumped by Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, during the Forrester Creations takeover, and he reconciled with the other love of his life, Taylor Hayes. P&B spoilers say Nick Marone's return will create romantic chaos in Los Angeles. But it's anyone's guess whether he will end up with Taylor or Brooke when the dust settles. Sure, Nick could spark up his old romance with Brooke Logan, but he also could try to pursue Taylor Hayes. Taylor is thrilled to be back with Ridge Forrester, but anything is possible on the CBS soap. Will Nick Marone catch her eye too? Jack Wagner's Bold and the Beautiful return date is scheduled for Friday, June 13th. In a recent interview about his return, the actor excitably shared, "The drive to the studio, as well as going in, was a memory lane. It was great to see all the photos on the wall, and then reconnect with the crew." Are you looking forward to the return of Nick Marone on B&B? Do you think he will reunite with Brooke Logan, or could he cause problems between Taylor and Ridge? The Bold and the Beautiful is gearing up for a summer sizzler. And fans better brace themselves for the return of a beloved character, Nick Marone. Jack Wagner, the dashing, roguish actor who first brought Nick to life in 2003, is set to make a splashy comeback in scenes that promise to upend everything in Los Angeles. Get ready because Nick's return date is officially locked in. He'll storm back onto the canvas on June 24, 2025. Let's dive into the drama, the surprises, and the emotional chaos that Nick Marone's re-entry will bring to the Forrester and Logan families, and of course, to his old flame Brooke. Nick's history, a reminder of his troubled past. For longtime viewers, Nick Marone was a man of the sea and the heart, equally at home on a yacht as he was in a boardroom or a bedroom. As the son of Massimo Marone, Nick was a wild card, tough, charming, and just unpredictable enough to keep everyone on their toes. He once swept Brooke Logan off her feet, and their passionate affair caused massive ripples through the Logan and Forrester clans. Nick's tangled past includes a tortured romance with Brooke, a complicated marriage to Taylor Hayes, and his own share of heartbreak and betrayal. He even briefly thought he was the father of Brooke's son RJ, only for Ridge Forrester to be revealed as the biological dad. That revelation didn't diminish Nick's fierce love for Brooke, or his willingness to fight for her. After years away from the Los Angeles spotlight, Nick is about to make a comeback that's sure to shake things up. But what brings him back to town, and what will he find when he returns? Jack Wagner's return. What's the real story? Jack Wagner has kept busy over the years with other acting gigs and musical performances. But B&B fans have never forgotten his signature blend of suave charisma and rugged masculinity. With Ridge and Brooke once again on the rocks, and with a never-ending carousal of heartbreak surrounding Steffi, Finn, Liam, and Hope, the time is ripe for Nick to reappear. Sources behind the scenes reveal that Wagner signed on for an extended guest arc starting on June 24, with the potential to stay longer if the story takes off. And let's face it, with Nick's magnetic pull, how could it not? Producers are reportedly planning a multi-episode storyline that will reintroduce Nick as a powerful force in Brooke's life, one who may force Ridge to confront the consequences of his endless waffling. Nick's return date, June 24th, the calm before the storm. June 24, 2025, is the day Nick's yacht will drop anchor in the harbor. And when he steps back into the lives of the Forresters, Logans, and Spencers, he'll do it with style. Expect his first scenes to take place at El Giardino, where he'll run into Deacon Sharp over drinks. Deacon, never one to miss an opportunity to stir up trouble, will waste no time filling Nick in on all the juicy gossip from the past few years. As the drinks flow and the night grows late, Nick's eyes will drift to the entrance, where none other than Brooke Logan will be standing. Their eyes will lock across the room, and for a moment, it'll feel like no time has passed at all. But the real drama begins when Ridge shows up and sees them together. Brooke torn between Ridge and Nick, déjà vu or fresh start. Brooke has been through the ringer lately with Ridge's on again, off again devotion leaving her feeling vulnerable and disillusioned. Nick's return will remind her of a time when she felt truly cherished and protected. Back when Nick's love was the one constant in her life. Expect Brooke to wrestle with old feelings. She'll try to deny it, telling herself she's moved on from Nick, but their sizzling chemistry will be undeniable. Ridge, for his part, will not be amused. Ridge has always seen Nick as a rival, someone who could steal Brooke's heart in an instant. With Ridge and Brooke's relationship teetering on the brink, Nick's reappearance could be the final straw that pushes them apart for good. Nick and Taylor, a surprising reunion. Nick's history with Taylor Hayes is another wild card in the mix. They were once married and shared a brief but passionate love affair. When Taylor hears that Nick is back in town, she'll be curious, and maybe even a little hopeful. Taylor has been focused on her children and her career as a therapist, but there's always been a spark between her and Nick. Could his return reignite those old feelings? Or will Taylor be forced to choose between her loyalty to Ridge and her own happiness? Nick and Steffi, the father figure she needs. Let's not forget that Nick was once a stepfather figure to Steffi Forrester, and he was fiercely protective of her. With Steffi facing so much turmoil in her marriage to Finn, and with the specter of Sheila Carter always lurking, it's entirely possible that Nick could step in as a much-needed source of support. Steffi has been feeling increasingly isolated lately, especially after her recent showdown with Sheila and her suspicions about Finn's loyalties. Nick's presence in her life might give her the strength and clarity she's been missing, and it might even lead to some soul-searching conversations about what she really wants. Nick and Hope, a new ally? Hope Logan has also been struggling to find her footing. With her rocky relationship with Liam and her renewed focus on her fashion line, she's feeling the pressure from all sides. Nick's easygoing, no-nonsense attitude might be just what she needs to cut through the noise. Hope and Nick don't have a deep history, but she's always respected him. As they bond over their mutual love for sailing and a shared desire to protect the ones they love, Hope might find herself turning to Nick for advice, and maybe even seeing him as the kind of strong, unwavering male presence she's been missing in her life. A business power play, Nick versus Ridge. Of course, Nick isn't just back for love and family, he's also a savvy businessman. Rumors are swirling that Nick has his sights set on taking over a chunk of the Forrester Creations empire. He's never been afraid to go toe-to-toe with Ridge, and this time he might just have the upper hand. Nick has spent the last few years expanding Marone Industries and making shrewd investments overseas. Now he's ready to return to LA and remind everyone why he's a force to be reckoned with. Ridge, who's already under fire from Thomas and Steffi about Forrester's future, will see Nick's arrival as a direct threat. Expect some explosive boardroom showdowns as the two men battle for control and for Brooke's heart. Jack Wagner's comeback, behind the scenes. Jack Wagner himself is reportedly thrilled to be back. In a recent interview, he hinted that Nick's return would shake things up in ways fans haven't seen before. Insiders say Wagner has been working closely with the writers to craft a story that feels authentic to Nick's history, while also giving him some new layers. Expect Wagner to deliver the kind of performances that made Nick Marone such a fan favorite in the first place: equal parts swagger, tenderness, and a hint of danger. Nick's presence will be like a shot of adrenaline in the show's veins, and viewers can expect fireworks from the moment he reappears. The fallout. Will Brooke choose Nick? As Nick settles back into life, the big question looms. Will Brooke be able to resist the pull of her old flame? Ridge's constant indecision has worn her down, and Nick's steadfast love could be the balm she's been searching for. But there are no easy answers in this town. Brooke will find herself caught between the safety of what she knows with Ridge and the exhilarating possibility of a fresh start with Nick. Ridge, never one to go down without a fight, will stop at nothing to keep Brooke by his side. But he might find that she's no longer willing to sacrifice her own happiness to soothe his ego. A summer of romance, drama, and high stakes. Nick's return promises to set the stage for a summer of high-stakes drama, sizzling romance, and shocking betrayals. Will he and Brooke rekindle their passion, or will the past prove too complicated to overcome? Will Taylor find herself drawn to her old love, or will she finally find peace with Ridge? And what about Steffi and Hope? Will Nick's presence give them the clarity and courage they need to forge their own paths? One thing's for sure. Jack Wagner's return as Nick Marone is a game-changer, and fans won't want to miss a single moment. Tune in starting June 24, 2025, to watch the drama unfold. Final thoughts. A new chapter for Nick Marone. As the summer sun blazes over Los Angeles, the winds of change are blowing through Forrester Creations and the Logan family. Nick Marone's return marks the dawn of a new chapter, a chance to rewrite old stories and find redemption in the most unexpected places. For Brooke, it's a chance to remember what it feels like to be truly seen and adored. For Ridge, it's a wake-up call, a reminder that love is never guaranteed. And for fans, it's the return of a beloved character whose journey is far from over. So buckle up, B fans. Nick Marone is back, Jack Wagner is back in action, and the drama is about to reach a whole new level. See you on June 24. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Boldy and BAUTFULL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.